area. Una tuba. I don't value for una. My people, una too much. All the obedient. Oh, I'm not just now. I just confused. I confused. I don't know what to agree to now. In fact, the love is too much. It's too much, man. All right. Coming to our news today, we get plenty things we want to talk, but I just want to make them very, very snappy, just sharp. I want just quick talk them. The first one we'll get from my previous video, what I do of if you want to run, you want jackpot from from the country. You know, say spy there everywhere. You know, say wishes and wizards there everywhere. And then bundle and back on Nigeria again, so you can't face what Nigerians they face. All right, now coming to your news now. He don't talk say not be only one egg go enter bottleless pito. He say people go pack follow him. Now this one I can't make him. Me no come like now me they talk the thing. No. I don't really like to bring evidence for everything why I talk. My show na evidence. Now I can't make him can't release one statement say he don't they give our madam Sadia 500 billion naira on weekly. No, na monthly basis. Me not be like say I talk like inside the hair. On monthly basis, he say they give Sadia, Madam Sadia, for her charity, whatever, what she say she they do. And they give her 500 billion naira. I couldn't think I'm say, okay, if they print this money, go your printer and come and give her. This one say need this money, go your printer, give her. Printer, give her. Hey, CBA governor, hello, hey. He said all of them go down with him. And so news come the reach our ear say, hey, our president will join the list. Oh, if you look at our president, if they look and say people will be say go be threats to a rulership, a reign. He want fish them come out, make it begin to throw away them, make it they throw away them. Come on. Oh yeah, you be a threat to me. Oh yeah, get out. You be a threat to me. Get out. They not go fair talk say, or they not go talk say. They never first see for Junction. Oh hey, now oh yeah, come oh. Me not be like say I fair hint now for the word first. Okay oh. Now that one I would hear. Then shortly after that one, we can see and say we can enter June 12. Our president can give speech. The speech, the thing is sweet, sha. The way to give the speech, it be like saying not inside the picture. If let's say he said not inside the corruption. Now not they try to talk. Because the way he give the speech, say we are all included. But the main thing we do inside the inclusion, they suppress the main thing come out. Wait till bigger enter there. All right, so we'll go to the next one. So now this one I can't make people come they react. A year after he don't give the speech finish, hey, many people react. In fact, the video too plenty. Not be each video I'll bring come out, but I'll just give some like for summary. I know I made this video too long, so small summary of waiting people talk. Now, someone man can't come out though. He say the divisionalism is going on, and they are claiming what they are not. Are making some fantastic Google statements. Who talk this thing? Chief Ayo Okpadokun. Now make this statement. It's a fantastic Google statements. Now be the speech where they can't give. He said the main root of waiting caused that June 12. He say they not address them. And at that same place now they work out. The man say no one talk. As Channel TV try make them bring work more for a man. He say no one talk. He say because he don't know where he want start from. Okay, but now we bolo for that one aside. This same matter of the speech where our president give. Now he can still make another man for the same talk with they talk so. Can still make one statement where they answer me about judiciary, whether judiciary they pressured about say them giving the verdict. Let the man laugh. He say which kind of pressure? He say if they give you job, you go deliver. Because you're not an entertainer. He say not only entertainer, and then go talk saying they pressured. And you want make you laugh. He said, but judiciary, they are there to do the job. He said, which kind of nonsense or say pressured? He said they need to do their job. He said that's their job. I call the wonder. I say this man is on fire. I go show that the next one can be about the senators and the House of Reps and all the boy where they make our law. They come pack them, enter, come swear them in. And this one I come make up to Akpabio come talk say, I will not betray Nigerians. Hey! Una remember what the Sherman talk before? We don't hear another similar one now. Akpabio don't talk, say God, Akpabio don't talk, say he not go betray Nigerians. Hey, okay. We are here and we are waiting. Hey, God's will. God's will. Akpabio, he talk, say, I will not betray Nigerians. Does that ring a bell? Does that word, does it ring a bell? I will not betray Nigerians. Hey. Our honest man, no, I done. Would I remember saying sexy talk this thing? Hey, we are here and we are waiting patiently. Okay, all right. And this one I can make one elder for the northern part of Nigeria and come make this statement say, make Presido no interfere for law matter, make it no interfere for Senate or legislature. It's making no just interfere at all. Make it do your own and make them do their own. Make them not talk, say, okay, now my party na dey here. So because my party dey here, we go follow my party. You see, make them not interfere. Oh, you see now one and they won our presido. See, make you remember say cost today, in case today court never finalize them. Hey! Oh my God. I'm gonna see Tinubu. The guy is on fire. Frankly speaking, I don't know why Tinubu is doing all these things. Because if Tinubu not get rival, or in case not the tribunal, or see I'm saying Nigeria has not really one time. I'm not sure if they do what they do now. Right now, he's saying he don't put the law of student loan. Student loan. So well, thank God. But now they put the loan, now they put the job, so that they'll get job to pay the loan. That's one thing, no. It's not that you putting the loan there. At the end of the day, you come out, you not pay loan. Or they'll tell you, say, don't forget student loan, and because of that, you can't take for that loan again. Me, I dey talk my own, no. Like, I dey talk and really, like, because I know Nigerian. They will tell you, say, because you don't forget collect this one, you can't collect another loan again. Say, because you never pay the first one. So, when you guys are bringing out the student loan, I bet when I bring job come out, so that as you don't do your school finish, you go see and work to pay the loan. Abi? Finally, Idabasi don't hear from Guinness Book of Record. A Guinness Book of Record, so people were waiting for someone to actually break a record before you can recognize her, Abi. Before people can recognize her. The girl don't look in me tired. She say her hand don't cut. Her hand don't get mark. Wait till they look in me. So because you guys know, say Dami don't dey on track. Dami want break her record. Now quick answer her. Because Dami don't they go 120. Oh. I think the last time I checked, she was almost 115, I'll be 117. She's almost breaking the record. And because I'm saying Idabasi, congratulate her and tell her and say, you do well. So, my people, I'm happy for her. Like, really happy for her. I'm happy for her. Like, say she gets time before somebody else can break that record. At least even at 24 hours. Now she still enjoy them. Make she still enjoy them because she worked for it. Abi? So that's the news we've got for you today. So I will show all the video as little as possible. This is Bod TV, Bod. In case the first time you're coming here, thank you for coming here. I really, really appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everyone watching my channel. Thank you so much. I don't know how to say thank you for those that have subscribed before and those that are still subscribing and those that tune in every time to my channel. Thank you so much. In fact, whoever that is going to do for you will be at your doorstep at every minute of your life. Good thing will never be far from you. All the time you will see good. In fact, good will be too much for you to undo socially. All right, guys, I will see you again in my next video. Bye for now.
I warn my people who work with me that I do not still believe in politically motivated infrastructure. Therefore, the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will ensure very serious oversight functions. We shall carry out very serious oversight functions to make sure that we do not waste the resources of the country. We'll put members of the executive on their toes, particularly the ministers, when they are ready to work. When they are appointed, we'll follow project by project, and also we'll do our best in terms of our preparation. We will not have any delay. And this one, I must commend the 9th Senate, because we had a difficult time in the 8th Senate when we used to have delay in budgets for almost 7 months. But when I came this time around, the 9th Senate did so well. They were able to get Nigeria back to the era of January to December budget system. And I think the 10th Senate will maintain that tradition. I hope I'm speaking your minds.
The ruling party is not in charge of the National Assembly. The National Assembly is an independent body. The ruling party has members in the National Assembly, and they may direct their members to do what their party would want them to do. But then they should allow other members of the National Assembly who don't belong to that ruling party to also exercise their rights. And their rights include the demand for leadership of the House, even if they don't have the large numbers that people see from outside. It's an issue that is very internal. And the people who had served who are serving in the National, some of them have served for almost 20 years now. And they know themselves, they know who is who, and so on. There may be new members and so on, but new members will not come as total strangers. They know themselves, and they should be able to say, this is the material we require as our leadership. And I think this should be respected. And I'm happy to hear from, I hope the sources are reliable, that the president himself has said that he is ready to work with anybody that is presented by the National Assembly. So I think on this point I'd like to commend him and congratulate him for accepting that the National Assembly is an independent body, and whatever they decide in terms of their leadership would eventually work with the executive in running the affairs of this country. This very worrying development that is happening now, especially the issue of religion, which has cropped up into our polity. This is very sad indeed. There is no religious party in this country. The Constitution is very clear. Anybody who proposes a religious party, that party will not be registered, will not be approved. So I always ask, why is the Muslim Party of Nigeria? Or why is the Christian Party of Nigeria? There is none. Nigerians who belong to these various ethnic and religious groups have a choice in terms of where to associate. And it is this association that has today produced the government that is sitting now, or hoping to really sit down. And I voted. I hope you voted. And if you are talking about the South, 63% of the votes that brought APC to power are from northern Nigeria. 63% of the votes that brought this government to power, or the so-called ruling party, are from the north. And if I may add, I come from the northwest. Northwest gave Tinubu 30 to 33% of the votes that brought him to office. And he couldn't get this kind of votes from the southwest where he comes from. So you can see that if you want to take these extreme views into our democracy, if we are really playing the democracy find in the dictionary as one man, one vote, and so on, then I think things will not be easy at all.
Unfortunately, I'm not really at home with you. There's too much revisionism that is going on. Revisionism. Most of the people, characters we never knew. When the campaign for restoration of democracy was going on, are claiming what they are not. And they are the ones now dictating the tunes, making fantastic bogus statements. So I don't really want to be involved in all this diatribe. So that's my take.
Well, Chief, we're just trying to see how we can, they always say that, look, you can't go forward without knowing where you're coming from so that you at least get it right moving forward. And that's part of the reasons why we're looking into all of this to ensure that, tomorrow there has to be a country. We all still have to forge together no matter what transpires because we're still here after 1993. So that's why we ask you. So perhaps if you could just tell us, because I also did ask the panel here that we've had several electoral reforms ever since 1993. But we still have one challenge or the other. What, in your estimation, would you recommend and how we should approach our elections moving forward such that the spirit that we had in 1993 could resonate amongst Nigerians who vote?
The fundamental error in your position is that you are assuming that certain things were done right, so we should take them for granted, and then we start building upon nothing. You don't build something on nothing. Those who have ideas, who were there at the beginning, you have neglected them. For example, there is no basis for all that you are talking about now because you don't know even how did we arrive about June 12 itself or 1993. Something led to it. So for people like me, honestly, I don't want to engage in diatribes that are not profitable. That's the truth of the matter. So you people can go on and do your talking. Told me 6 o'clock. This is.
All eyes have turned from the electoral process now to the judiciary. And everybody's talked about, look, justice must be done, justice must be seen to be done. But then the interpretation that everybody gives to justice also is now constituting a different kind of challenge. And that, some have said, is putting undue pressure on the judicial system and on the judicial officers. Some of those I've spoken to have pointed out that, look, the judicial officers are also Nigerians, and what you're asking them to do is to replace the Nigerian voter in deciding who won the election. Some of the things that have been said and done by many of the stakeholders puts unbridled pressure on them. So even though there's justice, there's the need for justice, what Idayat has called electoral justice, where do we draw the line between seeking justice and putting those who are supposed to dispense justice under undue pressure so that at the end of the day, what they come out with is not necessarily justice?
Well, for me, the question of drawing a line doesn't actually arise because no line exists. The judiciary is a statutory arm of government that has a duty to perform. Now, aggrieved parties have a right to express opinions on what they expect from the judiciary. Now, if the opinion of aggrieved parties outside of the law and the judicial system is deemed to be pressure, I don't understand what kind of pressure that is. If, for instance, you're in the hospital for surgery, is appendectomy that's about to be carried out, and some of your relations are outside and they're complaining that, oh, this doctor should do this and the other one, it doesn't affect the diagnosis. So let's put a few facts straight on the table. Number one, If you go into a contest, it means you accept the rules of the contest. So if you go for an election, your expectation is that you'll either win or lose. Now, part of the tools, or what you find in the toolkit of the democratic enterprise, is the judicial process. So you go for elections, results are not satisfactory from your point of view, you move to the next level, which is statutory, which is mandatory, which is constitutional, that is the law. So you go there. You also don't tell the judiciary to finish it in 30 minutes. You look at the existing law. You have a law. You're supposed to go through this at the tribunal for 180 days. You have another 60 days at the Supreme Court, I think, if I have my facts right. So you can't jump forward and say, oh, you know, I've become impatient. Stop it. No. So what am I leading up to? There are opinions, there are concerns, there are even hysterical reactions to what is going on in the judiciary regarding the elections. It is the duty of the judiciary to conduct itself with dignity. The little I know of what should happen in a court is that the presiding justices will say, according to the evidence before me. Now, if somebody is shouting outside the hall, or people are wrestling at the stadium in Surulere, and from there they are making comments, should that distract somebody who has evidence before him? So I think also there has to be some greater discipline in the conversation regarding this matter, so that we don't begin to assume or pretend that what does not matter matters. Point. Every Nigerian has a point of view on the election. Point. Every Nigerian had to register to vote. Point. Every candidate knew he would either win or lose. Point. Every person in court today knows he will either win or lose. These are the facts on the table. Now, for judicial, what kind of pressure? Are they threatened? If they are threatened physically, that's a matter forbidden by the law. But I think what they are talking about is that there's a lot of social pressure in the kind of opinions being expressed in the social media among those who feel strongly about the outcome for and against. All of that must go on. But the whole point of leadership at any level, whether legislative, judicial, or executive, is that you settle for facts. You settle for defensible and justifiable positions. If you want to, you say you're the judiciary and you're panicking and trembling because people are expressing opinions instead of facing your job, leave that job, go somewhere. I mean, okay, you don't want to make people unhappy. Why not go into entertainment? You can actually be a cartoonist, or maybe a basket mouth, I think that's, what do you call them now, who get up and crack jokes. But if you're serious as a legal officer, and I say legal officer who understands that that's the last port of call for the Nigerian citizen, that's the only arm of government that can query the integrity, authenticity, and ontological status of any law coming from the National Assembly or any action coming out from the executive, and you're telling me you're under pressure because people are expressing opinions, go and find another line of work. It's not for children. So I think the thing is for us to also speak a little more strongly about this so that we don't begin to persuade ourselves that this is actually to be taken seriously. All that is going on in this matter is within the chambers. Now, the chambers are not a Joelegba, so bosses won't run over you and all of that. Yes, the social pressure, the social media commentary, the frustration of those who believe they should have had a certain result, you see, all of that constitutes the discipline of national political development, in that aspects, after expressing that opinion, after all that excitement, you must sit down calmly and wait for the outcome and the decision of the judiciary. This is part of national development. But to say that the pressure is so much and so the judiciary is about to get distracted, I think we should dismiss that statement and discourage any judicial officer from embarrassing himself by saying such a thing in public, with all due respect.
It's official!
Oh my God, oh my God.
Congrats, babe. Congratulations, Hilda. Congrats.
Thank you so much, God. Thank you. Oh my God, oh my God.
Congrats, babe. Congratulations, Hilda. Congrats.
Thank you so much, God. Thank you.
You deserve
Oh,
this.
thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
It was not in vain.
Thank you, thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God, you are good. Oh God, you are so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Alpha and Omega. I magnify your name. I glorify your name, for there is none like you, Father. Thank you. It's concrete. Yeah.
Bod TV Bod. In case the first time you come here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more uploads.